From this minimal mechanical process, some degree of the needs of Nigerians have been met, and yet the country has the potential to cater for much more, especially if a larger part of the production process was to be automated and mechanized. The challenge? Funding.
Banks are giving out agricultural loans at double digits. It can't work. There is no such venture that can run profitably. Because the agricultural sector is one that's intense and that's hands-on, and you just have to give it that time for it to mature. There is a gestation period in agriculture. I mean, imagine yourself starting a cocoa plantation today. The first real income that you'll probably see can't be earlier than 4 years, and that's given the improved variety of cocoa, which starts fruiting at 2.5 years. Do the banks take this into cognizance? No. The best you'll probably get as moratorium is between 6 to 12 months. The banks are giving out loans at double digits. There is no venture in agri today that can support that. The closest you have to anything reasonable is the CBN supported facility, again routed through commercial banks. You get offers at 9%, and then everybody by 12 months max starts breaking your door down, by which time you probably just have finished clearing your massive expanse of land and have probably just prepared the land, meaning you have probably just started planting. You have 2.5 years, like I said, for crops like cocoa, like oil palm. So when do you start breaking even? When do you start making enough income for you to start paying back, the facility? In all of this, you still have maintenance costs to bear. So the quick wins that you have are probably in terms of poultry, in terms of fishery, but again, you can only do so much of those. We still have a large gap, yes, when it comes to supply, but you also have to realize that your target market, they have dwindling income, so they may not place that much premium or priority on those produce that they see as luxurious.
Issues like this is one of the core of Bank of Agriculture, a development finance institution owned by the federal government with authorized share capital of 50 billion naira, an amount which seems insufficient for the responsibilities cut out for it.
Well, the Bank of Agriculture also needs to be adequately funded. If it is funded, it will take up its responsibilities in that regard. But until then, it's almost like a stalemate. So, I mean, for the serious-minded, either government or businesses, they approach commercial banks for the CAX facility. But like I told you, it's at 9%. If you're lucky, you can get a rebate of 1 to 2%, but that's the absolute best you will get.
The Minister of Agriculture, Audu Egbe, is aware of the perceived unfriendly financing attitude towards agriculture, although his major concern is as it concerns the youth. He recently had a meeting with members of the executive of Bank of Industry on this matter.
We have been running a system in the commercial banking system where the doors are almost totally shut against beginners. And I don't want to go into the details of the economic arguments about why interest rates remain almost impossible in this country for 30 years, 1986 to now. But thank God there is a bank like yours with a special mandate. Because if this economy is going to grow, we really have to handwalk the younger people into maturity. We have to handwalk them like we handwalk a young child. Otherwise, young people simply can't be part of growth. And yet, the future is theirs. In fact, today is their future.
The bank has been adjusting its risk acceptance criteria, particularly when it comes to lending to our youths. Today, at the Bank of Industry, we can lend up to 10 million naira to our youths without relying on the conventional security arrangements. What we ask for will be guarantees of 2 Nigerians, suitable Nigerians. If they're in the public service, they shouldn't be less than level 12. If it's in the private sector, the bank, for example, shouldn't be less than a stamp manager or a structured private company, telco or another company, you'll be a manager. And of course, you shouldn't be close to retirement. If it's in government, you probably can guarantee, provided you've not been in service for more than 27 years, knowing that you have 7 more years to go. So that at least within that period, as a default, you can always call on your personal guarantee. So these are some of the steps we've taken to adjust our security arrangements to suit our youths to meet the challenges of today.
Another strategy which the federal government has employed to boost agricultural production is dry season farming through the Central Bank of Nigeria's Anchorage program. In Kebbi State, the concentration is on rice and wheat.
We got to a place called Suru local government. At Suru local government, we have over 12,000 farmers that were registered under the Anchor Borrower program. We saw, and you all have it on your video cameras, we have at least 40,000 kilometers of rice farm has been cultivated. Okay, now even before we got to Suru, we also stopped at a point somewhere close to Suru where wheat was being harvested. So we are saying that it is not a fluke, it is a reality in Nigeria that wheat can be cultivated and grown in Nigeria. It is a reality that rice can be cultivated and grown in Nigeria. I repeat, this is just a pilot phase which we decided to conduct in Kebbi State. Under this program, we had 78,000 farmers that benefited from the Anchor Borrower programs. All we gave them was just a maximum of 210,000 naira to cultivate a hectare of land. And you all heard it when one of the farmers was talking. He says by the end of this year, Kebbi State alone will be able to produce 1 million metric tons of rice for Nigeria.
Kebbi gives us 1 million tons of rice. Nigeria's need now is 7 million tons. We need only 7 other states to do the same. The extra we can export. Why are we spending $5 million a day importing rice? $5 million a day importing rice from Thailand and Vietnam. What is it they can do, we can't do?
The farmers are also taking the bull by the horn. Those in Lagos, under the aegis of All Farmers Association of Nigeria, AFAN, have started a new way to stay connected to each other while also bringing the produce closer to their customers. Agriculturists engaged in various aspects are here to discuss their sector and seek solutions through a concerted effort. This first meeting is with the theme, Improving Agriculture for Sustainable Economic Growth.
We felt we should sensitize all our farmers at this time around and to increase the production of agriculture. Hence, this is the era of agriculture, and the federal government and the whole sectors are now clamoring for agri. So we felt we should come together as a farmer to showcase all our products and to tell them what we are doing, and this will now enhance food production in Nigeria, so that those who are retiring, that we felt they should be part of us, and that is area where we say we want the sustainable growth of agriculture in Nigeria, especially in Lagos State.
The event is an opportunity for crops produced in the hinterland to be brought to the heart of the city, and so fresh farm and animal produce have been brought for sale. This time also gives the farmers opportunity to discuss issues like pests and insects, which are a problem to them. They say it has damaged and reduced production of crops like cassava, sorghum, and even livestock. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce is proposing the Integrated Agric project as a way to handle this.
This is really to help solve all of these issues. We've brought in experts into this initiative, researchers, scientists. Right now we're even working with NESTI, USAID arm, because we know a small farm owner can do much, but in an integrated fund which we have now, put in place, it is to, converge all resources, technical, scientific. Universities are going to be involved so that we can be able to help. And that's the reason why I'm here with All Farmers Association of Nigeria. They are already part of this integrated philosophy. So we work as a team. Some are in various states. But the issue is you will still own your farm, but you will be part of the integrated to be able to share knowledge, share finances, share equipment, And it's interesting to see the way we're going about it. We have even set up the ICT group that will be doing a lot of research worldwide and cascade information down, because that's the only way to go about solving the problem.